everyone. Today, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I'm always honest with you, but I always try to be more pleasant and upbeat. Today it's just gonna be brutal. And today we are talking about the Amazon Big Spring Sale. Used to be they had their Prime Days in July, 2 days of intense sale. We went crazy. We went so crazy that Amazon went crazy, and they've extended that sale to a spring sale in March, the Prime Days in July, and then I don't know what they're calling it in October, but it's another one. And it's honestly exhausting. It's exhausting as a creator. I'm sure it's exhausting as a consumer, but the point is, there is a lot to be said about this. They do have good deals. They do have stuff worth buying, and as your friend on the internet, as I like to say, your best friend that you've never met, it would be remiss of me not to let you know what I think are the good deals. But there's a lot, it's just not worth it. If you weren't already gonna buy it, just wait. Like clothing, now is not the time. The stuff that's in the fashion section on Amazon and in the clothing section, it's already reasonable. $3 off, don't run and add that to cart. Save that for later. Today, we're talking about the mid to larger range things, stuff you've probably had sitting in your cart or thinking about for weeks, if not months. If you've already budgeted for that and you're just waiting for a good deal, I'm your girl, I've got it covered. Now, a few things. There's only so much Amazon lets us see ahead of time, so I've included the pricing and the discounts when I can. If I'm not including a price, it's because I don't know. I know it's on sale, but I don't know what the sale price is going to be. However, when I do get updated information, or if I see some things that I think, whoa, that should have gone in the video, because I do have to film this a couple of days ahead of time, I want you to look in a couple of places. First of all, you may see a QR code floating around. If you're watching this on a big screen, scan it. That'll take you to the list of everything that I have mentioned in this video and anything that I've added to it after the fact. If you would rather just stay on the same screen as me, down below my head is the description box. I'll have everything listed down there, even the stuff I add on after I've filmed this. And look at the pinned comment. That's for me. It's the same exact text that's in the description box, so you have plenty of places. But of course, there's always the comment section to ask me a question, so do not hesitate to reach out. And let me start off with an example of, yes, it's in the sale, but no, now is not the time to grab it unless you just absolutely need it. So I share this all the time because I love it. It's my go-to travel toiletry case. It unzips into several compartments. It fits everything you could possibly need. However, it's normally $17 and change. It's on sale. It's on sale for $13 and change. You're saving $4. Is that enough to move the needle and rush to add it to cart? Probably not. However, if you do want this one particular thing, I will link it below. But I have way better things to share with you, so let's get into a few of the things that are, according to Amazon, the first time they've been on deal. Starting with the Owala Free Sip water bottle. Obviously, I have it and I love it and I use it all the time. I prefer this one to all the other options because it has a big wide mouth, kind of like me. I'm just kidding. Actually, I have very little lips, but I do have a big mouth, and this one does too, which makes it really easy to clean. You can make sure you're not drinking mold along with your beverage of choice, and it is in the sale. It is one of those items that I don't know at the moment, but do check the description box and I will update that with the prices. Also, for those of you who love my sheets, my Laura Ashley bedding, I should say, the coordinating sheets, the cotton percale, which are perfect for warm weather nights, those are gonna be in the sale. And I am, actually, if you're watching this, they're on sale. I should have probably led with when the sale is. It actually started yesterday. Today's the second day, and it's gonna run through the 31st. They did have early deals go live about a week ago, and I did notice things are selling out. So while I don't wanna make you feel like you have to rush out, if I mention something you really, really want, you might want to add it to cart and actually purchase. Okay, let's talk about another thing. Super excited about, first time on deal. The Shark Turbo Blade cooling and heating fan. Now, I bought mine last year when it was just a cooling fan. Now it cools and heats, which to me makes it superior to any Dyson version. This thing is a lifesaver. It rotates, so it could either go vertically or it could go horizontally. And I will tell you, at night, it gives you like a blanket of cooling air, goes right over the top of you. It can be raised and lowered in height. This is a marriage saver, and it is a menopausal must-have. So definitely worth the price. Don't know how much they discounted this one, but if you insist on a Dyson, because some of you watching are very loyal to specific brands, and a lot of you love a Dyson, they do have the Dyson Purifier Hot and Cool fan. It is an excellent piece of machinery. I have a smaller version, older version. It is normally $750 and it's now $460. I'm rounding up to even numbers just to make it easier on both of us, but that is a really good deal. Now, the next list is just the lowest price it's ever been this year, according to Amazon data. And that's kind of something to keep in mind because Amazon does fluctuate their prices. And so, well, you'll see. Let me scooch over to show you a few things more easily. The first is this. This is a top seller. Oh, it's a little heavy. This is the Bissel Little Green Mini Deep Cleaner. Another lifesaver. Now I have pretty much, every rug in my house is washable. Like, as in it can be thrown in the washing machine and washed, but you don't always want to have to pick up a 9x13 rug and shove it in the washing machine. So for spot cleaning or on my upholstery, we have dogs, things can get messy. This has been fantastic, and it's just because it's small, it's easy to move around, grab it, take it to where you need it, clean up the stain, and move on. So love that. Another thing I don't have to demonstrate, but it's sitting in my cart, is this at-home blood pressure monitor. Look, this is not sexy. I totally understand that. It does have over 4,000 4.5-star reviews. We've recently had some medical issues in the family and had to monitor some blood pressure, make sure it didn't go too low or too high. We have like a okay one. This is the one I want to get. I want to upgrade. I don't want to get hyperbolic, but kind of life and death. You want to make sure your blood pressure is where it needs to be. We're all of that age. I'm going to be 53 actually next week. So anyway, getting this, it's a good price. Switching gears, kind of literally. This is an electric box cutter. If you get a lot of shipments from Amazon and you need to break those boxes down, this comes in handy literally. And I have only charged this once. I've had it well over a year. Still going strong. Okay, this one's pretty exciting. The Dyson V15 cordless vacuum cleaner. It comes with the vacuum itself and a bunch of attachments. It's $5.99. It's $600. It's normally $850. So this is a good savings. Next, I use this little guy all the time. This is the Shark hand vac. I didn't bring the attachments. There are a handful of them. This lives in my laundry room. It is so handy. Whoops. It has different settings as far as strengths. Just, we grew up with like a Black & Decker thing. I think this one is a little more, it's more convenient. It's more slender. It's easier to store. I like the attachments. It's really easy to clean. It's just one of those little things that makes life easier. And that's what I love about Amazon. That's generally what I like to purchase there, is stuff that makes my life easier and sometimes happier. Okay, this one I don't have, but I have two members of the family who said, wait a minute, this one's nicer than the one we have. So for those of you that are looking for a nice gift for the person in your life that loves golf, this Bushnell Rangefinder is normally $600. It's just under $450. Really good savings. So thinking ahead to say Father's Day, golf season has begun. Yeah, my husband is now trying to justify why he needs this one instead of the one he already has. Graduation's coming up, high school graduation specifically, thinking about gifts for the soon-to-be college student. This Keurig single serve is fantastic. This is the lowest price it's been in the last year. I've been looking at Keurigs actually because my younger son just broke his and I was like, oh, it's like 20 bucks to go get a new one. No, it's not. They're not. They're closer to $100. So since this one is now $70, it is a good buy. Okay, this one is another one I'm gonna take advantage of. This is the food storage that we have switched to for the most part. It's the Rubbermaid, their Brilliant series, but not the plastic. This one is glass. The lid is some sort of plastic, but where the food touches is glass. And various sets of these are currently on sale. I believe they're only about 18% off, but still the lowest price to date. This one makes me chuckle. With Easter coming up, you might want to look at this one, the Ferrero Rocher 42 chocolates in a box. My kids love these. My adult children who are in their 20s love these, and they're not cheap. They're normally $26. It's not a huge sale, but it's $15 and change. So you're saving about 10 bucks. And if you're buying them for a lot of people, that's a really good saving. So I wanted to mention that one. It's gonna be coming to my house for my kids. I don't love them, but Okay, this one, big ticket item. So everyone raved about the LG version of this, but this is the Samsung Rolling Smart Monitor. It was $700, it's now $550, so really good savings. It rolls everywhere. You can watch it horizontally, you can spin it and watch it vertically. You can stream a ton of apps like Netflix and YouTube and things like that. You can use it as a monitor. I'm trying to figure out how to justify this one. I've been wanting one of these for a really long time. This may be my year. Okay, let's move over to most anticipated deals as according to Amazon, because they had this in a listing, but also me, that I'm very excited about. And this one, super excited about, the Keurig Mighty Air Purifier. How many times have you heard me recommend this to y'all? So many times. I've bought so many of these for ourselves, different rooms in the house, for the kids. If you have someone going off to college, get this for their dorm room. This is a game saver. It is fantastic for purifying, removing dust, removing allergens, removing odors. It's a must-have. Here's another one. I have a variety of steamers. I do share a lot of clothes here that need to be steamed. And this is the one I use for like the bigger things. I do have a foldable travel steamer. It may or may not be on sale right now, but if you want a bigger, more heavy-duty guy, this is the one from Conair. It is normally $70. It's now right at about 50 bucks, so you're saving 20. It has a much bigger reservoir. It stands flat. It has a much stronger steam stream, and it's definitely worth it full price, but it's amazing not half price, I wish, at $20 off. Okay, this one is just personal, but I think a lot of you are interested in it as well. This is the linen duvet cover I have on my bed. It's on sale. I'm ordering a backup because I have a senior dog who sometimes forgets that we don't pee in the bed, and it's late at night, and the last thing I want to do is have to like change out the duvet and all that. I'm ordering a backup. So when I'm washing one, I don't have to hurry up and get it done because I don't have anything else to sleep under. So it's a little bit of a luxury for me, but actually it's really marked down. I'm getting the oversized king, and I want to say it's around $93, and that's usually not the case. And then the last one for the most anticipated deals, the newest model of the Amazon Kindle. I love having a Kindle to read outside, to keep in my bag, especially for travel. The newest model, which is color too and easier to read, especially for the older eyes, is 32% off, and the newer one charge lasts 8 weeks, or up to 8 weeks. I think that's pretty impressive. 32% off is also pretty impressive. And it would also make, I think, for a lovely Mother's Day gift or upcoming high school graduation gift. Now, not everything I've picked out for y'all is these crazy $500, $600, $700 items. I do have some more, just a few more reasonable things. Let's talk beauty products. The BK Beauty brushes are 20% off, and a handful of them are 25% off. It can get overwhelming, so let me just give you my top 3. My favorite all-time face brush is the BK Beauty 106. It's a dense brush, slightly rounded. You can pat or you can swipe with this. I use this for any and all liquid and cream products, from foundation to concealer to cream blush, although I found something I like better, stippling on cream bronzer, and I will show you what I like better because it's also a BK Beauty brush that is on sale. It's the 109. I've talked about this a lot. It has a slight contour to it, or angle, and let's just pretend I have something on my hand, so dabbing it into the cream blush and then patting it on, it will do all the blending for you and get it nice and evenly distributed and blend it out at the edges, and you don't actually have to know what you're doing, which is kind of nice. And then this one's 25% off. This is the A506, her viral concealer brush. It's shaped like a cat's paw or kind of like a finger. Very similar in a lot of ways to the angled contour brush I just shared with you. And this one is great for patting in concealer, not just under your eyes, where I desperately needed it today, but around your nose, any nooks and crannies this little guy can get into, and this one is 25% off. Now, I told you I was being brutally honest today. Let's talk about my hair. It's a mess. It's a mess. I washed it, I styled it. It looked so pretty yesterday. And then I tried a hairspray I haven't tried in a while, the Aura-Base Superfine. Terrible. Look, terrible. My hair did look good yesterday, and let me tell you what I used to style it. Now, this is a lot. I'm not even going to try to justify it. I'm just going to share with you. I hate doing my hair. I loathe it with a passion unknown to anything else. I have very strong feelings about doing my hair. So anything I can do to make it go faster and make it get easier, I'm all in. So let me show you what I've been using lately. The first, and they're all in the sale, which is why I'm bringing it up, just so happens, the Shark High Velocity Dryer. This thing is like a tornado. This little guy can blow someone across the room. I can't demonstrate it because it's also loud. It's little, but this sucker packs a punch. If you just wanna rough dry your hair, it will dry all of this in like 5 minutes. It's crazy. So I use this to do a rough dry so we can get to the styling part, because the brush first part is exhausting. It's already exhausting to have to do the full everything shower with the shampooing and the conditioning and the exfoliating and the shaving and then you gotta style your hair after that. Like, who wants to deal with that? Not me anyway. Makeup I can play with all day. Hair. Okay, so once I've got it mostly dry, the next step now, and I know I've used a lot of these, I've shared a lot of these. This is the one I'm currently loving because you can use this on wet or dry hair. And yes, my hair is in it because I just used it. This is also from Shark. It's the ultra fast 2-in-1 blowout hair tool. I don't know what's 2-in-1. It has different settings for wet or for dry hair, different fan speeds, different heat speeds. It has these plates here that might have something to do with it. And this is what I do to kind of give it that round brush effect. If you remember the Revlon round brush hair dryer, this is a step up from that. This one gets really hot, but what's great is it does have 3 heat settings. So I tend to not use the hottest. I'll go for the mid or the lowest level. And it's on sale. How much it's on sale? No idea. Amazon did not want to tell me. Okay, slightly lower budget, the sunscreen. Love this tinted sunscreen. All versions are in the sale. It is normally $58. Now it's $49. So I think that's a good amount of savings. This is particularly great if you're just running to the gym and you just want a little coverage. Add some concealer and powder, and actually it looks like you have makeup on. I wear it in the shade Fair and most of the year, and when I'm fake tanning, which hasn't happened yet, then I can bump up to medium, which is really just cheating the fake tan there. All right, I don't have this, but so many of you have told me you love this and you have it, and the sale price is insane. It's the Pure Minerals Powder Foundation. It would look great tapped over this actually for really quick coverage. It's normally $48 and right now it's $24. So for my Pure Minerals fans, that's amazing, and there are quite a few options. Now, a brand that's in the sale, so excited about this. This is part, for me, I would have put this in the most anticipated, Cyclar. And I don't know how many of their products, but I do know that our beloved body wash in the scent Sacred Santal is in the sale. I don't know for how much, but it's discounted. I'm happy to buy this full price. I bought this many times full price, but if you can get it cheaper, grab it. Also, I do know that their body oil, which is enriched with vitamin C, is in the sale. And I know this video is getting long, but I just want you to see how pretty. It's like almost like a dry oil. I mean, right now it's fully absorbed. That was fast. And I have a nice little gleam and I smell delicious. This is in the Vanilla Verve scent. I'll snatch it up if it's in the Santal, because this is the one product that I don't have in Santal, and I feel like I need it. Okay, there is one accessory. It's not clothing per se, but one accessory very excited about. This is so girly. And yes, I know I'm wearing pink with eyelet, but normally I'm not the girliest girl, but this one, I kind of wanted to squeal. You know what? It's so bright. Let me just pop in a picture of this. It's the Casemate Jelly Tote. And I've shared with you an earlier one that I ended up giving as a gift to someone. This one I got for myself. I love the pink, and it's kind of like a toile, and it's so pretty, and it's so great for summer, and it has a little waterproof pouch you could throw your phone and your wallet in, and the bow on top. It's precious. It's another one of those, would be a great gift for Mother's Day. It would make a really cute Easter basket, I think, for a teen, and it would be a fun graduation gift or just a happy summer. And then I have one small thing it's on sale. It's 30% off. So I'm contradicting myself here, but I'm kind of excited about this because it's something I buy all the time. So I might as well get it 30% off. And oh, I brought it with me. My Bioderma micellar water. This is what I use to take my eye makeup off every single night before I go on with my full cleanse. And it's 30% off. So it is now $15 and change for this. I think it's this size bottle. They have different sizes, but I think all of them are 30% off. If you've never tried this, if you have sensitive eyes, if you wear contacts, if you have allergies, this thing is fantastic. And it used to be really hard to get in the old days, my early days on YouTube. I had to ask friends who went to Europe to get it for me. I went to Europe myself a few times and stocked up on this, not specifically to buy Bioderma, but now you can just order it on Amazon, which is pretty awesome. All right, my friends, that was my brutally honest and I think pretty quick recap of some of the best deals that are currently going on during Amazon's big spring sale. Let us all know if there are some other ones that you think we all need to know about. Let's talk amongst ourselves down in the comments because that's what friends do. We help each other out. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope that you had fun. Hopefully my hair will look better in the next one, and I'll see you there. Bye.